Hey, Michelle is back. So I just wanted to come back through, okay, and just say to people, I'm just sharing conspiracy theories, just like everybody else, okay. But conspiracy theories can do certain things to certain people, especially when they're mind controlled, okay, and they believe the hype, okay. Um, they're taking in. See, a lot of men like myself are visuals. We're visual people, and other people too. But and I know when. So when you announce things about yourself, I'm telling you, the psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissistics are always listening. Okay, and that's why you have to build yourself up. I mean, I'm not afraid of anyone. Okay, and I can't. I mean, I can only do what I can do, and I can protect myself only so much. But when someone's intent on stuff, that's why again, when messengers have been coming through and through and through to reach the human beings, their lives are always either taken or always threatened. Their lives are always threatened, always threatened. And but you know what? The messengers keep going. They just keep going, do what they got to do because it is a mission and it is a duty, to spread the truth. Whether it hurts or not, whether you want to accept it or not, that's on you. You can't to stop the effects of the truth. Okay, you cannot. It's a cause and effect. You reap what you've sown, and we just didn't understand that over the course of time. So, I mean, I understand about fear that can be generated and anxiety and people bothering you and interfering with your functions, your bodily functions, and that just comes with the territory. But remember, if people of color are carriers. So sometimes you'll develop something. Sometimes you won't. Like sickle cell anemia affected certain people of color more so than others. Okay. Cancer affected people of color more so and differently in the others. Um, uh, Diabetes. You see what's happening with diabetes. So there's diabetes 1 and diabetes 2. Okay, most people of color have diabetes 2, which it can be managed, but diabetics in 1 are usually a non-black people, and they have to have the insulin, or otherwise they will die. You understand me? So when you're carriers, and see, a lot of scientists don't know that because scientists are not reading either. They're just relying on theories and opinions that were put forth, millions of years ago, possibly, and they're not looking to understand the patterns of certain diseases and certain mutations and certain this and that and the other. They're just like robotically just doing, and they may be hypnotized and mind controlled too. There's a possibility. It's always that possibility. So, like I said, the mistakes. I know what my mistakes were. I know exactly what my mistakes were. I was becoming too complacent and relying too much on technology to kind of. But when I was in that field, it was so toxic. I just need other devices to think for me, and that's basically what I'm saying. I needed other things to remind me to get my ass up on time. Okay, and remind me to go this place. Because yeah, I like I said, I admit my weaknesses, sense of direction, but I eventually find my way out. I mean, has anybody realized that have worked with me over the years? Michelle walks the fucking talk and handle her fucking business. Okay, yeah, she lost. She's traveling way out of this way when she don't have to. But when I do that, it's because I want to have some visuals on things too, so that I can, and landmarks, so I can remember if I were to get stuck in that area again, how to get the fuck out. Those are the things you learn in Black culture, by the way. Is how to remain safe as best you can. Okay, so, and the strategies. Some of the strategies were to pretend you're crazy as hell, talking to yourself, dancing, and usually the predators will leave you alone if they thought that, but not now because of the degeneration, the degeneration. The constant predators, psychopaths, sociopaths patterns. Their deviancy is at an all-time high, And no woman is safe. No child is safe. Not even men are safe from this, from these type of predators and their personalities. So I know what mistakes I've made, because I noticed something about my body and how my body's been acting. So but anyway, but again, like I said, when you fuck around with the carriers of certain properties, you're affecting the whole population, not just them. Like that bullshit about COVID. You remember when COVID came out? Oh no, it's just affecting old people and the people from the Asian communities. You remember that? Remember that lie? And then how many people are dead now because of that bullshit? This doesn't make sense. It's an airborne disease. Okay, airborne. It doesn't. These particles don't know if you're black, white, or Hispanic, or child, or elderly. At some point, because of the mutation factor. Okay, this particular COVID is mutating, and it will forever if these idiots don't realize that. And I hate to say idiots, because everybody's a human being, and everybody can make mistakes. But all of this level of mistakes that we're making, this is what's going to eventually destroy the planet, and we're just going to have to start over again. Okay, but each time we keep doing that, we're not raising our vibrational level, and all we're doing is going backwards. So, to the primate stage and start over, if that's the case. It's that serious, and I may be sounding like I'm rambling to people, and that's fine. Sometimes you gotta, whatever it takes to get the information out. So, like I said, I know the mistakes I've made, because I know some changes in my body, and I won't say no more about that. But I am healthy. So sometimes, like I said, sometimes the poisons can still do their effects, and cause damage. But again, like I said, with the sickle cell anemia, certain cancers, always in the reproduction area, You remember those clinics in these black neighborhoods, right? Okay, all right. I think we're waking up. I think we're getting up. We're getting up. Sickle cell anemia, these certain kind of reproduction cancers, fibroids. Let's see. And the main thing is cancer, though. Unfortunately, the main thing is cancer. And then, of course, stuff with the lungs, the breathing, asthma, Atlanta areas, high levels of asthma. You ever wonder why it was always affecting certain people in your communities? Oh, okay. Oh, you knew? Oh, all right. You were paying attention, right? Oh, okay. You feel me? You see me? You hear me? Okay, so and remember, sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissistics come in all shapes and sizes and colors. Okay, when they feel sexually frustrated and pissed off because nobody's paying them any attention because of their intelligence, because they went to MIT, some of them, Harvard, some of them, Princeton, Harvard, some of them. But think about it. What some people were arrested because they were doing what with at these schools? Absolutely motherfucking nothing. Because what? They paid for those degrees. They didn't read a motherfucking book. Tell them to show you their thesis. Tell them to show you the books they were reading to get those degrees. Okay. I only know one person that I saw in politics that was actively reading books. Well, maybe two. And they know who they are, but yeah. All right, so we're doing this to ourselves. Okay, we're doing this to ourselves when we are always wanting to be entertained. We always want to be, I love the drop beat, but the drop beat is being used against certain people. The beats are being used against certain people. Listen to my heartbeat. Listen to my heartbeat. So, And, and all of our medical records are online. Yeah. Everything about you is online. It's stored somewhere online. Everything. I said that before. Back, I don't know how many fucking months ago I said that. And I think that's when I started getting attention for saying all this shit. I know something's happening. I know that. I know, but like I said, I'm not doing any goddamn thing wrong. I'm doing exactly what those people for January 6th were doing. Okay, and being and they were so organized too. Remember the march with Rosa Parks? How organized that was. Okay, the same thing happened with January 6th. It's all of everything we do, the people of color usually, is stolen and marketized, used as marketing tools. Okay, but black people really benefit. Weed is a example. Okay, I'm saying it. So, people are in jail for 30 years for weed, but now you can grow it, virtually in your front yard, and particular people, and nobody bothers them. So, and now, all this stuff is coming back to these communities who allowed this stuff to happen. These mostly affluent, non-black, and now they're wondering why the children are like they are. Why the children like the Adonises now. Why their wives are. It's obviously their wives are paying attention to the Adonises, and you notices that that's who they're paying attention to, and that pisses you off. And so you want to stop them and say, well, okay, get rid of these people. But you don't understand. It's called reincarnation. They're going to keep coming back. But what happens to, I'm not going to say any more about all of that, because I know it's going to go over in and out, and that's fine. I don't care. These conspiracy theories anyway, for entertainment purposes. So. But I think they can make great material for music and movies. You know what I mean? I like to have fun, and because what do I have to lose, really? I'm good. Okay, I'm good. I have my issues, my health issues, like everybody else. Okay, I remember I said something about I lost my voice, and people are listening. The psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists are listening, but. Am I going to stop talking about it? Why would I? There's nothing I can do to stop people from doing that, because they've already been monitoring and paying attention to us for centuries, probably. With the satellites, the radio signals, the sounds, our usage of these technologies, the AIs. So they already know. They already know. So... what do I have to lose, really? What do I have to lose? Like, I don't want anything to happen to anybody that I love, but what can I do about that? Can I control that? No. We all have to be responsible and accountable for ourselves. No one person can do that. No one person can do it. And I've shared as much as I can with everybody. What the fuck am I doing right now? And I know it goes out to certain audiences. That's fine. You can't hide the truth. And sometimes you just have to get it out in certain drips and drips and drips and drips. Drip, drip, drip. But it gets out. Everything is about timing, too. So I'll come back with some more stuff. I just want to go ahead and put that out, and I'll be back. I want to send peace and love, and I do love. Love is love. Okay, I do love. All right. Talk to you soon.